Thank you very much. And thanks for all those folks who've been calling in and watching the show. We really appreciate your support. VPT really appreciates the donations. And especially, we love giving out the gift boxes. We never like to give anything back, so thank you so much. We got Matt and Lena Gordon from Waterbury, Vermont, and you guys are going to cook something a little ethnic with maple, huh?
Yeah, we're going to do some Maple-Chipotle steak tacos today.
And a lot of people don't think maple and ethnic food, especially Latino or Indian cuisine or all those things, but it really helps bring those together. Maple and spice is surprisingly a great combination.
It's a spectacular combination.
Right. So how do we get started with this wonderful maple steak taco?
Well, I want to make a marinade first. So you get a little oil heating in your pan, and you have a small, medium-sized red onion chopped, and 2 cloves of garlic.
All right.
Cook that till it
starts to kind of soften up, becomes a little translucent.
Yeah, you don't want to let it brown, and you don't want to, just let it get scorched. You want it to get nice and soft.
And then you got a big old jumbo cast iron pan.
Yeah, you got to go with the cast iron. It's nice and hot. You get a good sear on a steak if you're not grilling it. So.
It works very, very well. And what kind of cut of beef do you have here?
This is, I actually don't remember what cut this is.
Bottom round roast, arm roast?
I honestly don't remember.
I don't either.
No.
I mean, when we were shopping last night, I just couldn't quite remember what it was.
No,
but
it's one of those things for me. I just kind of go with whatever is.
And that's the thing, like with the taco, you don't have to buy the the fanciest piece of beef or the fanciest piece of pork. You can buy something that's a little more affordable family, something that you can cut on the cross grain, something that's cheaper.
Exactly.
Great. So you got those definitely steamed up. And then did you add anything to that, or is that just them on their own?
Oil, garlic, onion.
Wow. Okay.
And you got to throw in 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar.
Yep, apple cider vinegar, always good.
Let that cook for, that doesn't go in yet.
And then, I mean, this is a product that we were kind of talking about earlier. This is chipotle peppers, right? So, I mean, this is something in our house we always keep. You take a can, you puree it, and then you can keep it in the fridge for like 3 months. Oh. It's pretty bulletproof. But it's a smoked jalapeno in adobo. So it's got this big, spicy, smoky flavor. It's delicious. I love it.
Oh, we put it in anything, really. You don't put it in.
Nope.
Chilies.
Put it in coffee, chocolate
coffees.
milk for the kids, everything. Delicious.
Put it in the pancakes before you make. I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. Actually,
Great.
This is now where you add the good stuff. You want to put a ½ cup of grade B maple syrup in.
That is dark. That is definitely looking good.
And you want to make sure you get your spatula out because you want to absolutely scrape all that goodness out.
Yeah,
that
stuff ain't cheap.
It's not even cheap. It's I mean,
Yeah,
talk about the price.
Gold.
It's just about the goodness. You don't want to waste it.
Every time people come over and they're in town and you feed them pancakes and they have that little bit of maple syrup, you're like, seriously? Like you're gonna leave that on your plate? Wow, look at that. So you the marinade just kind of cooked down on its own, and then you just coated the steak once it was cool, let it sit in the fridge. How long should they let the meat sit like that in the marinade?
I'd let it sit for at least an hour.
Okay.
So, but you can probably let it sit for 6 to 8 hours would be fine.
Yeah. I mean, overnight, and then pretty much good to go. And you didn't even have to scrape anything else. Just right in the pan, right on the grill. That's an easy way to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
We're ready for this guy yet?
Yep. So once you get the maple and the onion mixture cooking for a few minutes, you want to add 2 tablespoons of chipotle puree. And as Sean said, that's just the chipotle peppers and adobo sauce pureed up.
Yeah, it's got a nice smoky flavor to it, really round. It's not too hot, but it's a little warm.
It's a little warm, but that sweet, spicy, smoky combo that you get with the sauce is great.
Yeah. So, tell us a little bit about, you got a new fancy job, right?
I guess so, yeah.
All right, so tell us about your job, what you do.
I am the executive director for the Vermont Maple Sugar Makers Association, and I sort of oversee the association's work doing marketing. We do just a variety of outreach from government affairs.
I mean, that's what's great about Vermont is maple syrup is it's a big industry up here.
It is.
But it's also like a great second income and still primary income for a lot of maple sugar producers. But it really keeps landscape viable. I mean, you see it all over the place when you're going through the woods and you see tracks and tracks of maple tubing. You realize like they're keeping the landscape working. And that's what's really important up here for agricultural sake.
Yeah, and maple is definitely a growing industry in Vermont. So
yeah, and it's unique. I mean, we take it for granted sometimes being up here in Vermont because you know you can pretty much go into any place and find Vermont maple syrup.
Sure.
But it is a very regional product. It is something that's very unique to New England. A little bit of Quebec, unless you're donating, unless you're calling VPT, then we love you, Quebec. But it is very much a regional Northeast product, and that's what makes it so wonderful. So you got a nice little crispy brown on there.
Yep.
Great, great. And so probably about, for this thickness of beef on the stove, 5-6 minutes on each side.
I'd say 5 or 6 minutes, depending how rare you might want your steak.
All right.
And then
And this is a finished puree. I
Okay.
mean, the finished marinade, and then you puree it.
Okay.
And it looks like that. And that's
so
what you're actually
blender,
marinating.
food processor, either one?
Food processor.
All right. And just don't put it on your cold steak. Put it on the warm steak.
No,
don't
that's
put it
the
on
marinade.
the warm steak. Put it on the cold steak.
although it does actually work pretty well as an additional sauce if you're into that.
So save a little. I'm a saucy. I always like the extra saucy. Yeah. All right. Should we start making a taco?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys got some soft tortillas here, which I am always a big fan of. I do like the corn. I do like the corn too, though.
The corn's good, but I feel like unless you can really take it right from a really hot skillet right to your plate, you got to go with
the soft is kind of nice because it doesn't fall apart in your hands. It's least likely to. Great.
So,
little cabbage slaw.
yeah, what I've got here is cabbage sliced really thin, some red onion, and shaved carrot. And then that's just dressed in the juice of 1 lime, some maple syrup, and salt, pepper, and a little oil.
Nice.
So take a little bit of that. It's a nice quick slaw. And this I just cooked some black beans with sugar. Where'd that come from? Garlic.
Well, you could cook
Garlic
it with
and
maple
onion.
sugar.
Yeah, you could cook it with maple sugar.
Be extra mapley.
And then once the beef's done, you let it rest for a few minutes. But that's not much fun. So you just chop it up and get to eating.
Nice, and maybe we get to steal a little bit of this sauce on there too.
Yeah, if you want to
I'm
put
saucy.
a little on there. And you see what you think.
No, this is great. No, we do the maple tacos at my house quite a bit. It's always a crowd pleaser. And if you can get a 3-year-old to eat it, then you should do it all the time. That's the rule. That's great. I mean, it's got a little bit of maple in it, but it's got everything else in it too. I mean, it's got that heat, that chili spice in it. But the slaw is great too. I mean, you can really taste everything.
Yeah, the
all the way
citrus
through.
really helps too. I feel like it ties it all together.
Definitely, absolutely delicious. I'm gonna eat the rest of this in a second, but as the show starts to, as we're getting closer to the end, it's really important that you call in. Keep Vermont Public Television vibrant. Keep it part of your community, especially this program being really about maple, about an industry that's at the heart of Vermont, which would help separate Vermont from everywhere else. Keep it strong. And wow, that is big. That is very big.
And it's all for you, Sean. We'd like to present a gallon maple syrup from the Vermont Maple Sugar Makers Association.
Oh, that's pretty awesome from Greens too. Always, she's so nice. That's so great. Well, thank you very much. And we really appreciate the maple industry being part of this program every single year. And please call back to the pledge set. George and Lee, we're going to pass it over to you guys. But if you haven't made your call, we'd love for you to call in.